Okay, so how do you introduce the longest serving governor in United States history?
Keep it short.
Oh, I got things to say. No. Rather than an introduction, what I wanted to do was ask him to stand beside me as I say thank you again. Thank you in particular where we're standing right now on the defunding of Planned Parenthood and the abortion industry. I want to thank you for your leadership, and this is what I want people here to understand today. Governor Branstad can and was willing to defund the abortion industry the moment that we began to start seeing the videos, the horrific videos. Governor Branstad is such a strong leader that he knew that we could do it, but it would take time and wisdom. And so for that, I want to say publicly thank you for your strong leadership.
Thank you very much. Well, Jennifer Bowen, thank you for that very nice introduction. Roger Rowan, thank you for reading the proclamation and for telling us the story about your grandson. I think that was really wonderful and very enjoyable. And as the grandfather of 6 and one more on the way, that's one of the great joys of life, is to be a grandparent and to be able to spend some time with those young new lives. I want to thank Jennifer for her leadership and all of you for coming out on this very cold January day to support the right to life. The tireless effort of this movement is making a difference, and I'm very proud of the fact that we're seeing more and more people, especially young people, that are recognizing the value and the importance of human life. It's wonderful to be here with all of you, the fellow Iowans and some of our neighboring states in the Midwest that have joined us to show our solidarity and our commitment to protecting the right to life. I've been fighting for the right to life since I first ran for the legislature in '72. I was just barely a freshman legislator when that disastrous Roe versus Wade decision came down in January of 1973. And I've been involved in the pro-life movement ever since. Like you, I was appalled on seeing these videos of Planned Parenthood employees haggling about aborted baby body parts. The detail in which they would go into, talking specifically about how to keep more valuable body parts intact, was truly sickening. After seeing the first video, I asked our Department of Public Health and Department of Human Services to review any and all funding Planned Parenthood receives, and that, of course, I want to report that no funding to Planned Parenthood for abortions has occurred in the state of Iowa, but we want to go beyond that. I'm pleased to report that that is the case. There is no line item veto. There is no line item in the budget for Planned Parenthood. If there was, I would have vetoed it. But because of the federal Medicaid program and because of some of the restrictions in that, Planned Parenthood has received money for family planning. But we have plans to change that. It's an honor. And you may be aware, some governors have tried to do this by executive action, and they've all lost in court to Planned Parenthood. And that, I don't want to give them another victory. I want it to be a victory for pro-life. And that's why we're working with Republicans in the House and the Senate with language that the House worked on last year to say that in terms of funding, that we will provide money for family planning for women, for poor women in our state, but the funding should go through a block grant program that does not have the restrictions that Medicaid has, and thereby we can put provisions in there that say that any of the grantees could not be ones that perform abortions. I'm committed to supporting the pro-life movement in any way that I can, and I try to do it such as the kind of people that I appoint. And I'm proud to say that we have made a difference in those appointments. When I came back, we appointed pro-life people to the Board of Medicine, and then, as you know, the Board of Medicine received input from a lot of healthcare professionals saying that we needed to have a higher standard of care and require that there be a physical examination before anybody could get a telemed abortion. They put that through the rules process, and then it was approved by the district court. I was deeply disappointed when the Iowa Supreme Court struck that down and sided with Planned Parenthood. I can also tell you I'm very proud of the fact we now have 2 pro-life United States senators from Iowa, and our first woman senator, Joni Ernst, has been a real leader and an advocate for eliminating the federal requirements of the federal Medicaid provisions on abortion. Now, on that Planned Parenthood could continue to get funding, and her, unfortunately, because of the Senate rule of 60 votes, she had a majority of the Senate, but not enough to overcome the filibuster rule. But I know she and Senator Grassley will continue to work at the national level in support of this effort. And I certainly applaud her good work. I'm proud of the other pro-life programs that we've been able to approve during the time that I've been the governor, including the recent requirement that every woman seeking an abortion be given the opportunity for an ultrasound. Ultrasounds have helped us show the importance and the existence of life at an earlier and earlier time. And I was governor when we required parental notification for minors seeking abortions. In the last 2 years, I'm proud to say, no Medicaid funded abortions have occurred in our state. I'm pleased to report that since 2007, abortions in Iowa have dropped by 34%. That's a good start, but we want to go a lot further. I want you to know that I know some people think you can just wave a wand and change things overnight, or because you're governor, you can by executive order do things but I want to do things that will work and things that will be upheld, not things that are going to be overturned and give the pro-abortion Planned Parenthood groups another victory in the courts. I guess I would just go on to say that a real signal to me about the importance of pro-life was, well, first of all, not only am I the longest serving governor, but I'm only the second governor to have a child while he was in office. And my son Marcus was born on January 22nd, 1984. Well, he was supposed to come on the 24th, but he came 2 days early, and he was born at 6:05 in the morning on that day. And I thought that's a real signal, a message from God, that this child was born on the anniversary of Roe versus Wade. And we named him Marcus. It's the same day that Marcus Allen set the record for the longest run in Super Bowl history. And that's just sheer coincidence that occurred. My wife had already chosen the name, but I think most people think he was named after Marcus Allen. But on that same day, we had a pro-life rally at the cathedral, and I had the honor of announcing that he had been born on that day. And it's interesting because I am now grandfather of 5 girls and 1 boy, and Marcus and his wife, Nicole, have the 1 boy, and they're expecting another baby. We don't know if it's going to be a boy or girl yet, but this will be our 7th grandchild, so we're very excited, and just like Roger, it's wonderful to be able to spend time with those young children. Again, thank you all for coming out on a cold day to show your strong support for pro-life. It is, it goes back to the very Declaration of Independence that talked about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what America was founded on, and that's the value that we've got to get back to in this country. Thank you, and God bless you all.